Everybody walking on eggshells with the Kyrie Irving situation and the James Harden in the situation and the terrible decision by KD to leave Steph for Kyrie Irving situation. It's the basketball culture in America. It'll never end, and you end up being like Brooklyn is this morning, in real trouble. Plus, little trouble brewing down in Miami. Do Dolphin players think Tua is not the guy? The coaches, though, do. That's coming up.
Wow. All right, Colin, thank you. Looking forward to it. Well, Aaron Rodgers let the cat out of the bag on the Pat McAfee show when he said he would be guest hosting Jeopardy. Rodgers apologized since no official announcement had been made. Then he later talked more about it to reporters during his media availability session. The Packers QB was on a Celebrity Edition as a contestant in 2015 and admitted that he was and always has been a huge fan of the show. And Shannon, look, I know you have some personal experience on this one. Are you surprised he spent so much time talking about his upcoming Jeopardy game?
No. He's made it abundantly clear he's a big fan of the show. Watches it religiously. I was a big fan of the show when I played him until I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. Had the board game, had the video version of it. You can plug it into your TV and play. So I'm not surprised, Skip. He's going to be a guest host, and I believe he'll be a great job because he has just enough sense of humor, just like the great Alex Trebek had, to pull this off.
So, as you know, Jeopardy is my favorite show. I envy that you were once upon a time on Jeopardy.
And I just own it. Tell it. No, don't just say own it.
And that you lost on Jeopardy? Oh, okay. But here's what got me yesterday. Aaron Rodgers spent half his media availability crowing about how he's going to be the Jeopardy host with the Los Angeles Rams defense coming to town for a playoff game on, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday afternoon, evening. And all he's doing is talking about how he got everything he wanted. He said, our offense is much better. We finally got home field advantage all the way to the Super Bowl. It feels like he already won the Super Bowl.
No.
I've never seen such overconfidence.
That's what happens when you're at peace. When you're at a great place, when you're at peace, you find the right boo, you good, you good. Don't nothing else. Hey, you don't even talk about nothing else. Food don't even taste the same no more. You happy with where you are.
Well,
he good with where he are.
He's feeling good.
No. His boo is the offense.
News, Amari Cooper underwent successful ankle surgery last week, and Jerry Jones thinks it could end up being a good thing for the receiver. Jerry called Amari one of the most talented players he has ever had on the Cowboys. Jerry also said Cooper, quote, has unlimited potential to go from here to a higher level. I think his surgery is going to allow him to do that. I think all this is an experience builder. Michael Irvin told me the single most important thing he did in his career to make him Hall of Famer was when he rehabbed through his injury and saw how much football meant to him. So, Shannon, does Amari Cooper belong in the same sentence as Michael Irvin?
Come on, Shannon. Be honest.
Skip, Jerry need to stop. Skip, Jerry is trying to justify giving this man $20 million.
That is correct.
And this man averaged, he was 21st in the league as far as receivers and yards per game. This is the same guy that had 5 guys under 50 yards a game. He had 3 games of under 30 yards a game. He had 5 yards against the Eagles and 10 yards against the 49ers. And that's Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin told him the single biggest thing. Stop it. Michael Irvin didn't tell you no bull job like that. When Michael Irvin was on the field, they never saw Michael Irvin on the bench and says, okay, Jay Novacek, you take it over because Mike ain't got it today. Mike quit. Or somebody made Mike Irvin quit.
On the road.
Man, stop. Skip, I'm not denying his talent. What you deny is his consistency. Why you think John Gruden let him go?
He did.
Guys ain't letting guys that give you that kind of, ain't nobody, you think the Green Bay gonna let Devontae Adams go? Hell no. They ain't letting guys like that go.
John Gruden did not like his motor. It doesn't run hot enough for John Gruden.
The only similarities I see between Amari Cooper and Michael Irvin, they play the same position. They play receiver. Other than that, that's it. He don't have the fire. He doesn't have. No, stop, Jerry. Stop. Just stop.
So, Jerry Jones has this in common with LeVar Ball. He attempts to speak things into existence. He's trying to speak Amari Cooper into Michael Irvin. And he's trying to say, Michael Irvin once told him, and remember, Michael suffered in it was their first year, 1989. Huh?
He broke it. That was
no, he tore his ACL. And it was career threat. It was a bad one. And it took 6 months to rehab
Right.
it. And Michael faced sort of, quote unquote, his football mortality.
Right.
And he told Jerry, I had to consider life without football. And it drove me to the Hall of Fame.
Skip.
Okay.
But that was the second year.
Amari Cooper just had ankle cleanup surgery. And you think he's going to have some enlightenment, awakening?
Wow.
I missed football because I had my ankle cleaned up. I'm sure he's running
Skip.
as we speak.
Skip. Amari Cooper was the fourth pick in the draft. Amari Cooper's probably made, what do you say, Skip, 60 million? You want to say 60? Let's just be conservative. Let's say Amari Cooper's made 40 million.
Well, he made 20 last year.
Okay, he made plus the money he got through the contract.
Okay.
So I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to say he's made about $40 million.
Yep.
Michael Irvin at that point in time probably had made $2 million. Okay, $2 million at the start of your career versus $40 million 5 years, 6 years into your career. It's two totally different things.
I don't doubt. Just talent to talent. Amari's right there with Michael Irvin in pure talent. What have I told you about Michael Irvin? I consider him the greatest receiver ever because he was the unquestioned leader of a dynasty. It wasn't Troy Aikman. It wasn't Emmitt Smith. It wasn't Charles Haley or Darren Woodson. It was Michael. He was the lightning rod in that locker room. I realize he had issues off the field, but on the field, he led that team. He was the one I wanted in my foxhole if I went to Washington or to New York to play the Giants or the Eagles.
Imagine the physicality that they played with, and you covered those teams, and you know how physical it was, even on the edges. Nobody can make Michael Irvin shut it down.
No one. Well,
Stephon Gilmore made him tap out.
He made him tap out. He went and stood on the sideline with his cape on. And he ran such half-hearted routes at Philadelphia in the fourth quarter in the game of the year, do or die, sink or swim, that Jason Garrett said, you come over here and stand
and put a tight end in, and they had a tight end running route. And Jerry had the nerve. Michael Irvin should call Jerry and say, Jerry, don't ever do that. That's disrespectful to me, that you said that man.
Well, now Michael's become Mr. Cowboy Ambassador.
Well, he's all things Cowboys. Jerry should actually put him on the paper because, boy, he's like we got the Ram ambassador, we got the Cowboy ambassador. I don't know what you call that, Skip, but he definitely. I agree. But Skip, how would Jerry fix his mouth to say that, Skip?
Okay, look, if we put him in a vacuum and we went talent for talent, is Amari a little faster than Michael?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Does Amari run, crisper, purer routes? Yes, he does. He's a exquisite route runner, right?
But when the ball's in there, give me Michael. Give me Michael.
Hey, when it was time...
When the ball snapped, give me Michael.
When it was 3rd and 8 in Philadelphia, it was number 8 to number 88.
Yes.
And it was like money. It was, Troy said, I look for 88 because he's going to, he might have to push off. He might, but he's going to get open. He's going to catch it.
Skip, I can make a case. It's very hard for Amari to be a top 10 receiver. We never questioned that. Jerry was always in the top 5. Jerry, my brother, Chris Carter, all those guys were right there. If you look at the top 10 list, Skip, you took at Devontae and you look at Stephon Diggs, you look at Justin Jefferson, you look at Tyreek.
You're going to go past 10. No, you are. I'm sorry. Well, I told you last year, at some point, CeeDee Lamb is going to be the #1 receiver.